Saints lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Vikings.
It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll go right back to the Wagyu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
At the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll run for it. It's Nwangwu. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing his car on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Now Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 63 yards. And the Saints will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Fields now on second down. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. And they are going for it. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carr now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Carr. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
York able to send this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops. Nine-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
There he goes, right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hall. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Hall. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Hall. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play call.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there out of Kamara. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Ryan Asamoah came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And take it right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down on the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Smith.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Carr.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On play action, it's Carr. In trouble, and he's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3rd down and 14.
Hall. He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Ball start, offense.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 165 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers?
Absolutely.
They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing here is Hall. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And quickly, they get to the line.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again.
Hall to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here's Hall.
And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Down and 13.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Now Hall.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
Being chased out left.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Lewis Seen.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice touchdown,
Vikings!
Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Hall. That is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hall.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But oh my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth with obviously a very critical drive.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Carr going to throw. Complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, goal to go.
Now Carr again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. Pass at 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. Chris Olave.
30 yards.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 11, a minute 12 to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Hall.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they'll